Yeah, I wasn't going to do this video. I really wasn't going to do this video. Well, I was watching a documentary of Machiavellian media, and it's just making me angry how stupid people are, man. How fucking dumb they are, you know? What's up now? Who killed Tupac? It's fucking clear. How long has it they murdered this dude, man? My brother, man. How long has it been? You know? Every time we come and try to enlighten new people, you still don't listen. It's like you got eyes but you can't see. Like you have ears and you can't hear. It's plain. The devil is here right now on earth. He's here and his demons are here. They've been cast down to earth. They lost their wings on earth. You know, everyone who comes and tell you, oh, the Bible was made in mind and is trying to blind your eye and trying to deceive you and for you off. The truth is in the Bible. The truth is in the Quran. The truth is in the Torah. The truth of it is in the British Museum, the German Museum, Switzerland, and America. The truth is there. It's all over, man. They try to hide it from us, but little crumbs come out. You know, little crumbs come out here and there and tell us what's going on, what we can't see. You know, and it's so funny people say, "Oh, I don't believe. I only believe in what I see." So they people can't believe in God because they never see God or Jesus or stuff like that. You know, no. Devil. I'm talking about atheist people who don't believe in nothing in the devil or whatever. Yeah. But a fool that says in his heart there is no God, so that's an atheist, a fool. And even though he told me I shouldn't call him my brother a fool, well, an atheist is not my brother. You know, well, God said, I should say, yeah, He said, because the Son and the Father are one, you know, with the Holy Spirit, you know, and we, the children of God, our job to be messengers, yeah, to help guide a flock to the right path, you know, and ever so often we come in this world, and some of us get to a position where they could actually have a pulpit, like you know, like the preachers and the pastors and the presidents always in the pulpit speaking. Sometimes we, the children, will go get that pulpit to speak, and we speak to you people, and we try to enlighten you and tell you what's going on. We're still not hearing. You're seeing and listening, but you're not hearing. For fuck's sake, man, it's pissing me off, making me angry. Who killed Tupac? They killed Tupac. They killed Tupac. They know who they are. They run the world. The people that run the world, they killed him because he was going against the oath. He was breaking the oath. He was running his mouth. Remember, he said at one time, "Yeah, I was being too loud, man. They shut up, man. I didn't know they were gonna do this, man. Yeah, man. That's why blah blah blah. Blah. Because I won't shut up. He know that. Them sending up to Clinton. When they sent him to Clinton on that trumped up rape charge, well, he wasn't even rape. It wasn't rape. It wasn't no sodomy. It was, as I said, just touching the butt. But still, the media knew this because the media was in the courtroom. It wasn't public. It wasn't public like law and crime and them government channels or courtrooms that were they put out videos that they want you to see to the public. And other videos they do it in a closed court. That's like what they done to Tory Lane. You know what I mean? On another trumped up. And when they're gonna rigmarole you, when they don't really have any evidence, they put it in closed court so you don't get public scrutiny. Yeah, Tory Lanez is an example of that. Look at Tugs. Tug is on a bigger charge, yeah, for RICO charges with his gang, yeah. What they do to him? He's on open court, isn't it? You could go to law and crime and watch it right now, yeah, isn't it? And follow the case, isn't it? And that case, this came on the other day. We were watching Young Tug for weeks, right? Tory Lanez and Megan case came back up after 2 years. and they put it in closed court, yeah, and try to send this man down for 22 years with no gun, no bullet fragment, no evidence, nothing. And that's another stem for music, because the music, they use music, one of the big tools to get the population. Everyone loves music, everyone listens to music. And right now it's hip hop and rap because it's so entertaining. It's more entertaining than rock these days. When the last time you been to a rock show? When the last time you been to a rock show? You been to a rock show lately? You let me know what rock show you've been to. I'd like to know. Country. Any drama? No. Where's the money? In drama, man. Action. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So anyway, who killed Tupac? Let's get back to that. So the people who run the world, I ain't gonna call a name. You do the research. I can't just tell you everything, man. You need to study, man. It's frustrating, you know. I hear people going and say, "Oh yeah, who killed him?" Now, in the Tupac situation, we've seen his life. We know what he's always talked about and talked against, right? If you're a Tupac fan, you'll know. This man been trying to get out the evil. Donald Trump or Michael Jackson, whoever, have a mansion so big with so many rooms, and people are still homeless. And that was what year? 93? Now we're in 2023. How many people with mansions with 20 something rooms, 4 kids, 20 something rooms, wife, husband and wife, or single man? Big mansions, big acres, they buy for X amount of millions, and they could only use 4 rooms. And now and again, when they have a party, they bring all their friends, and that's it. And that's it. Imagine this now: you have a mansion, right? 15 rooms. Well, how many ever rooms doesn't matter. What if you brought all your family in who hasn't owned or bought their property or whatever? Why don't you even finish helping your family pay for their house or their land? Or why don't you bring those same people to live with you in the mansion and to pay their way? You're a millionaire or billionaire. So what you have to do? You buy a lawnmower and let your family cut the yard. That's their job. That's them paying their fucking way. But do they do that? No, they don't do that. You don't see none of them do that. I don't have to call their names. They're right there. You could go on YouTube right now and look XYZ lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's all there in front of your fucking eyes when you see, can't see, can you? We don't ask the right questions, man. And we don't listen to the slander. Oh, he's crazy. You know, I hear a lot of people going out there. Right now, we've got people like Jaguar, right? She's out speaking the truth. And I'm going to be quite honest. I don't know if these people are speaking against these people because they got blacklisted, and now they're trying to just air them out, you know, because they're trying to suck their bread. So now they're like upset. So sometimes I'm like, they're speaking the truth about these people. I don't know if they're doing it for the right reasons, just to like get back at them and say, okay, then you want to fuck me, I'm going to fuck you. You know what I mean? Trying to fuck me over, fuck you. So by the end of the day, they're speaking truth. But people still question this truth. What are the intentions for the good or for the self-gain? At least they're still speaking the truth. But what are we doing with this truth that we're hearing every day? What are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? You got people like, what's the name? Like another young lady's come out. I think she was working with Beyonce. The name can't come at me right now. And she's a kind of a spiritual woman, right? So she's like saying that Beyonce was just trying to work black magic on her. That's not hard to believe. That's not hard to believe at all. When Destiny's Child broke up, the only person that really got something out of it was the lead singer, Miss Knowles, the daughter of the manager. Everyone else either got kicked off, blacklisted, kicked out, all the backup singers. And her best friend, Kelly Rowland, was the only person who managed to get a little of a way. Everyone else, because Beyonce and Kelly were the closest of all the group. Everyone from the first 4, the first 2 who left, Kelly stayed to the end, didn't she? So when they broke up and Beyonce went into a solo career. She let Kelly, she didn't, she fuck with Kelly, and so it's all good, yeah? But I'm not even talking about no Destiny Child. I'm just trying to say to you, when these people can't, when you threaten these people or not playing the game that they want you to play, they fuck you up, man. And that's what it is. And until the people can see this, you'll be keeping asking who killed Tupac. We know who killed Tupac. The Southside Crips were just foot soldiers. You know what a soldier is. A soldier does what the fucking general or the colonel says to him, and the colonel does what Expo says to him, and the army has to listen to the president, and the president got to listen to whoever behind him, and behind him have to listen to. We know the chain. We've been living so long in this fucking world, you don't know what's going on. The devil is real. Demons are real. Angel is real. God is real. Fucking hell. Can you see the wind? Can you see the wind? You'd be lucky to see the wind and how it moves on a cold winter night when you go outside and you blow and you see that little frozen air. That's the only how you get to see the wind, isn't it? Or when some dust is on the floor and the wind is blowing up the dust and you see that little motion and you get to see what's going on there, right? The movements and what's happening, yeah? When you spray a little color in it, yeah? Or you put it to the light, yeah? That's how you get to see it, yeah? Who killed Tupac? We know who killed Tupac. So don't get me carried away with that fight. Tupac's mistake was going to Vegas to see Tyson. Tyson, like himself, was a convicted on a rape charge or sodomy, whatever shit. They tried to put Tupac on the same charge with Tyson because they love pussy. They kill you or fuck you up. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind it. Now, when you're in this system as a successful person, in that, when you reach a certain level of success in this world, on this planet called Earth, which is controlled by the devil and his demons, Satan and his demons. And his demons, they're not ugly with horns and shit like those monsters that you see in the thing. They are, but they're hidden inside of man. Because man is a vessel. Yeah? It's a soul, a spirit within us. And if we give in to these spirits, they possess us. Okay? They come into us. Yes? There's no demons inside of me. Yeah? I'm a child of the light. Yeah? I've shun all evil spirits away. Yeah, once upon a time I was possessed, but I cast them out. I was possessed, so I could tell you about these demons. And the people who are running this world and the fucking main medias and in the movie, but they're all over. Oh, that's what they've been laughing, man. It's crazy, man. I hear people saying, "Oh, who killed Tupac?" You know who killed Tupac? The same people you vote for, you're gonna vote for next year. They killed Tupac. And I'm not saying they as in physical them, that they're people that, obviously it's a different decade we're in now, but fuck, man. So now, do you know who killed Tupac? Spell it out. I'm not putting my line for you idiots. Tupac told you, even Tupac told you who killed him. And now in 2022, 23, 25 years later, you still want to know who killed him. 10 years later, 15, 20, 25. What, for 50 years they're gonna fucking start to figure out who killed him? Shit, man. Wake the fuck up, people, man. I never even been to America, man. When that kid, I was born in 1985. You must know. See, I'm exposed. I'm making myself vulnerable. It doesn't even matter. They already know who I am anyway. They're watching me. They're watching me. They're watching me now because Google is connected with them. These demons. I really, I want to go off radar. I want to go off grid. I have to play the fucking game to a certain extent. But I'm be smart because obviously I'm not where I want to be, and I don't want to be up there with them. But at the same time, I need to survive. It's a survival thing, you know what I mean? But I can't be surviving and being selfish. I need to tell you people, wake the fuck up. Stop buying their music. Stop listening to them. Stop watching their films. You know what I mean? The funniest thing I was watching was this Black Panther, yeah? I'm not gonna lie, I remember the cartoon. So when I remember the cartoon from when I was a kid, you see? Cartoon Network and all this stuff I used to watch when I was younger, right? So I was so happy to see the movie. So the movie comes out now. I'm watching the movie, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? The whole storyline and the whole essence from the cartoon is just totally. Obviously, I know you're not going to tell the story the same way. It's going to be boring or whatever, but they tweak it. They keep tweaking it. So Black Panther, the movie, became something else. And now when I watched it the first time, I realized that it wasn't like the cartoon. But the second time I watched it again, I was smoking now, and I'm watching this thing. I'm like, damn, this is what they fucking do. And I start seeing it a different way. And there's someone here on YouTube. If you look for your own self and break down the movie Black Panther, yeah, and he'll tell you exactly what they did in that film, and it's all a mind fuck. It's not only about putting black against black and making us submissive as well, and making them feel like they're the champion, like the Caucasian race, the champion of us and all that, with this submissive role that they play in there. It's even more than that. It's a mind fucked thing. It shows you in that Black Panther classism, and racial order, cross order. It shows that as well in there. It's these people know what they're doing. Visuals. It's like, like music videos, right? If I write a song, like for example, wow, it's just amazing how it tunes out. Okay, I write a song about okay, I know it's winter time, and I'll go like oh, there's no leaves on the trees, no leaves on the trees. Oh, the cold breeze got me shaking in my knees. Oh, please, can I get some heat? I need some heat and the fire on in the chimneys. Oh, please. Oh, please. Okay, now that's a song, yeah? And I got the beat and everything. But now in the video now, I'm gonna say now I need some trees with no leaves. So I get some trees. I'll go probably to some forest or somewhere with some trees. But now these trees, they look spooky, man. And then they said, okay, let's do it in the dark time. You talk about fire, okay? Let's do it in the night time. So now I said, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because now we're in the action. We have the song. We're making a video now. So we need the trees. So we go there in the daytime so we can see the trees without the leaves. And then now they say, oh, well, let's be here in the nighttime. And in the nighttime now they come up with the fire, And they say, oh, you know what you should do? You should put on some because you got long hair, you should put on something like you're in the military and paint your face. And they come and they want to paint up my face now and make me look scary now. And then, so now by the time you put all the visuals together and looking at this video of me talking about the cold winter, it's starting looking like a fucking Halloween film, you know what I mean? Just based on the visuals, because with the visuals, you could manipulate the story, or you can create another story within that picture or visual. Because now the people are seeing, they're hearing and they're seeing, and they're connecting what they're hearing, what they're seeing. But really, what they're hearing and what they're seeing are two different things, and they're telling two different stories. But now, by seeing what you're seeing, your brain is thinking that that's what you're really hearing. So you're focused now on more what you're seeing and forget where you're hearing. It's messed up. But they know this thing because it's all about what's it? Psychology. It's a programming thing. It's just so crazy, man. So I'm just gonna stick to Tupac, man. Back to Tupac again. So I keep remind myself. I keep going off. I'm not really going off, but there's so many mechanics and so many machine parts and moving in this shit. So now, yes, there was the fallout with let's go back to the beginning of Tupac. Hold on with Tupac now. Let's go back to Tupac with this. Remember this now. In the 60s, they had because Malcolm now is going, he starts to talk violence now. You know what I mean? So they kill the one who's docile and calm. They kill the one who is potentially going to be aggressive. But not only that he's being aggressive and shit, he's waking up the people and telling them, listen, man, we just need to separate ourselves from these people. Like my honorable Elijah, Muhammad Elijah is telling you people, let's just separate. Black and we don't hate them, but we're just going to live together. We're not going to eat the same thing. We're not going to listen to the same music ever, 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 ever. It's not going to be right. You never see a deer and a fucking goat being best friends, right? You never see a pigeon and a seagull, or an eagle and a hawk, or a fucking or a giraffe with a fucking hippopotamus, or a tiger with a lion playing together. Each kind, they stay together. Yeah, they stay together, and this is the animal kingdom. Remember, animals, the animal kingdom. Well, the herbal nature, the vegetation first, is older than the animals. So after the vegetation, even the water is older. Okay, let's talk about age. Because you want to talk about age, we know the moon and the stars is older than the land. It's older than diamonds. So let's say the sun is older, the moon is older. The Bible told us, all this is in the Bible. Let's go to the Bible, but we could go back to the Hebrew Bible. Because down in history is passed down. People who live after us are going to know how we lived back then. Because there are stories, there are evidence, there are things left behind. It's the same thing that happened. You know, someone told a story. You might not get all the story because you weren't there, but you see what's going on. That's what's happened. They try to discredit the Bible when it's fucking truth anyway. So we know good and evil is there, and we know the guidelines been set out for how we should live. And you go and be what you want to believe, motherfucker. I'm going on the winning side, man. I don't want to be on the losing side, motherfucker. I don't want to be on the losing side, man. Whatever I know is the creator. He knows I'm talking to him. I'm not talking to no Buddha. Fuck Buddha and Kushnu and fuck all those motherfuckers there. I'm not into that shit. Burn them out. Those are false gods. We kick over that. We kick down them idols. I don't worship idol. You know what I mean? They don't have no life. We don't worship no tree, we don't worship no sun, we don't worship the moon. The only sun we know is who? Son of the Most High. I'm a no shy. Looking at my eye. Yeah. But because I want everyone to be clear. Yeah, because it hurts my heart. It brings tears to my eyes when I see my brothers and sisters dying just because they're fighting. Not really fighting, they're doing the job that our Father sent us to do. Our Father told us to enlighten you people, because I know that's our job. We're just messengers doing the work of our Father. But He wants you to be saved. He don't want to have to kill you. He don't want you to die. He came that you might have life. This is the truth. Yeah? Start off by reading the Bible, man. Believe me, the truth is in there. You'll get it. They didn't know what they were doing when they were putting those words together. You know, because first they didn't understand the language. Understand. When King James summoned them to do this shit, they weren't really sure what they were going to get until they put it together. Yeah, they had to translate the Hebrew text. You know what I mean? This is before the time, and they're not from Israel. These people coming from England and America, they can't read the fucking language. So they get the locals to translate the shit, see what they have. I say, okay, this might be important. And then they start putting the scrolls or the papyrus together, and then they get the shit, and then they say, okay, we could use this sort of thing. Obviously, we still had the fucking Jews and the Romans and these motherfuckers in power. In the religion, there always been a religion, a system belief, because this shit is real. You think religion just came about? You think the story is just like a myth? It's not a myth, you eat. I shouldn't call you an idiot. It's not a myth. Okay, it is a real story. You have to just believe it. Or open your heart and your mind and your soul and believe, and you see, yeah. Then everything start making sense to you. Believe me. Then you sort of see them. You say, wow, my gosh, I never knew that. You see them, man. You start seeing demons in daylight. They walk about every day. I see them every day. You know, they don't mess with me, you know? They don't mess with me. They try to, you know. When they catch me at some vulnerable points, at some vulnerable times, they catch you when you're weak and when you're down. But you have to always be on guard. Because these demons, they're in flesh, you know? They look like you. They're hiding right in broad daylight. You know, when we start telling you things, you just feel like we're crazy. You know what I mean? We come here to tell you the truth. And then now when we start telling you the truth now, and people start listening, they get scared and they start killing us or locking us up or saying that we're crazy. And I'm now coming out. Well, I've been doing my thing before. I've been trying, and they just locked me out. And then I was between the thinking, okay, why don't I just play the game? And then the father said, if you love me, keep my commandments. And then that's I said, yeah, man, you're right. You know, so I've kind of, I love music, and God knows I love music, man. He knows, but He wants me to use it for Him, and so that's why I'm not really out there, doing that thing like that, you know, man. And I'm to get my shit together myself, because I'm weak as well. I'm only human. I'm really we are humans, you know. We are human, you know. But we are so susceptible to these spirits. You have to be careful. And we have to be careful. We have to be strong. And we can't do it on our own. God can help us. God can make us strong. They fear Him. I'm telling you, they fear Him. Those demons, they fear Him. They make people feel like they're gonna win, and they're doing things on earth. They have strength here on earth. This is their world. Yeah, this is their world. That's why they think they have the most money. Now let's talk about money now, because they killed Tupac over money. They killed Tupac because of money, and also because he was doing what? He was waking people up with the truth. He was telling people about, how to peak game, He was making people wise, and they're thinking he was saying a bit too much. He was telling you who was gay, like Quincy Jones is his name. Quincy Jones, he came to see over Quincy Jones to check his daughter, and the father, wanted to fuck the boy. And my man said, no, I don't get down like that, nigga. You come and talk about, I come see your daughter, I'm gonna come see you big belly motherfucker. Go fuck your wife, man. What do you want to fuck me for? I can't fuck your daughter. And when Tupac turned on Quincy, he never liked that. So he go tell the batty boyfriend him in a power like, yo, this nigga came to my house to see my daughter. And, I tried some moves on him, being hospitable. He's in my house now. And I don't know, man. I don't think he's into that shit. I don't think he is like them boys, other boys. Because a lot of black guys or rappers that you could look up to, they take it in their ass as well, man. I shouldn't be saying this right now. They're listening. Hold on. I'm being a bit too loud right now. You all right? Am I disturbing you? Okay. Now I was shouting a bit too much. Now listen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Now, Tupac Shakur, right? You already know that Shakur isn't his very last name, okay? When his mom, Athena, which is not her birth name, but anyway, but we identify her as a Feeny. When a Feeny met Matulu, they all rename themselves. And you can do that. You could change your name sometimes. Yeah. Anytime you want to, not sometimes. You could change your name. We can change your name. I want to change mine as well. But let's get to the nitty-gritty. Listen to this carefully. We're going to go back to 1967. Yeah? So we're going to go between 67 to 70. Let's start from 67 to 87. Yeah, let's go 67 to 87. Let's do that 20 years. Now, we know in the United States, North America, not the United States, North America, In this time, what was happening? Okay, it has been about 100 years or so since black people kind of got some kind of freedom from this slavery. Okay, from this beating and this ownership and shit. It kind of broke away with that when Lincoln passed that act, Emancipation Act or bill or whatever it was, or abolition or whatever. You know, they start making it a bit of a crime or unlawful to own man like cattle. So Abraham Lincoln, he did that. So obviously something that's been going on for centuries, the habit to break out of it won't be easy, would it? You know, like I'm a smoker, and well, that's not a good example. It's hard to quit, but what's a good example? It's basically hard to teach an old dog new tricks because you're broken in one way. So yeah, so even though those paperwork were filed, the slavery thing, some of the states were still doing it illegally, or some even the slaves. They didn't know what else to do. They didn't know what part of the country they go. They don't know where they were. All they knew was a plantation. So some of the slaves came back to work for their masters and get paid. You know, all this shit was happening. Yeah, you need to share this video, man. I'm putting myself in danger here speaking to you people. They know who I am now, and they're thinking, oh, here goes a fucking nigger running in his mouth. Yeah, we're kings. Yeah, and the one thing about black people, or real African people, Negroids, Israelites, we don't hate. We don't hate people. We don't hate other races and nations. We just hate the wicked and the evil people. Yeah, and we're so nice and acceptable. If you go to Syria, we were loving and caring for each other before these people came and put all this violence within us. You know what I mean? They made us into these monsters. You know, and all these wars is because trying to get peace. We want to be left alone. We can't be left alone when someone keeps coming and nagging you. You know what I mean? You ever had a try eating a eating something sweet or something outside, and all these flies that start come as soon as you open it, all the flies start coming in it. And you're trying to eat it, and you're trying to come in. You know, well, that's not really. That's probably not the best comparison or thing to use, but yeah, it's just. I just wanted to talk about this Tupac guy because you know, I see what it is. I wish he was alive today, man, because it would have really, if it had them let him live, it would have been so much different right now. And you know, black people, we're gonna die easy. We're gonna die so easy. We are one of the longest livers. We don't get disease. We don't get sick as they made us sick. These people come and make us sick. You know what I mean? To be honest, we are longer livers. The Indians are the same. The Indians, the Chinese, you know, those people down south, they live long, you know. We're living longer than these people. But now, well, guess what now? They're making us kill ourselves. We need to stop killing ourselves. They're giving us weapons to destroy ourselves. You know what I mean? What they start to do, they find oil, they find out it was flammable, they start using it in the wars and they try to, it's crazy. They came and they found out how to make swords. You know, because they were making swords and metal things and all a long time ago. They probably could have made cars a long time ago if they wanted to. You know what I mean? And when they found out how to make metal and weapon, everything that these people find, they turn into a weapon. The diamonds, they turn into a weapon. Gold, they turn into a weapon. Copper, they turn into a weapon. Iron, they turn into a weapon. Silicon, they turn into a weapon and destruction, like to kill. Whatever they find, or whatever wisdom they learn from the past, from back in those places where we were in the East, they use for destructive things. These people are evil. Good people don't want to kill or hurt others. If you love you love your I'm sure you love your brother, your mama, your sister, your child, or you don't want to hurt them or see harm come to them. Anyone who wants to bring harm to another is possessed with evil demons, spirits. Because children of God don't kill and hurt. We don't hate. and have envy. And that's how I identify my brothers and my sisters. And that's how they identify their brothers and their sisters. You have to understand. There are many forces at work, and it's a battle. It's a battle, man. And Tupac was caught in that battle, being a child of the light, trying to fight against these demons on his own. Me against the world. Yeah. And the people around him were supposed to give him strength. They themselves were like clueless. They didn't even know what this guy was on. He was just ahead of them. His knowledge was so whew, because he was fed that now. This is how we try to make kids wise now. So Afeni, the mom, who's already knowledge, she already gained her knowledge from her 30 or how old she was then. And all that knowledge she had as a single mom, she poured it into her son, into a firstborn, yeah? Yeah? Now, that child who was just born has a knowledge of 50 or 60 years. He's probably had a knowledge of 500, 600 years before he even got to 20. Imagine that. Imagine having 5 centuries, 500 years, or 550 years of knowledge as a 10-year-old. You know how far beyond the curve you are. That was Tupac. Tupac's knowledge was beyond, beyond his time. He had all that information already from his mom, because his mom was an intelligent woman as well. Afeni was an intelligent woman as well. She poured her intelligence into her son before the crack, before the homelessness, because all that thing was a stress. A woman on her own, the stress, and just she was going through depression. They were nagging her. They already Tupac's dad went and left her, right? She teamed up with this radical guy, this revolutionary man, Matula, his brother, yeah. Now they're trying to get him and his sisters and his people, the whole Black Panther defense organization, to try to break that down, because what this group of black people were doing were using the Constitution against the United States government. So United States government had to counter. They had to counter this, do countermeasures like make new arms, because they were saying, okay, we have the right to bear arms. So now what they have to say, okay, they have to go back to the drawing board and say, okay, then put on amendments, doing it thing, and then boom. So they have the power now to say, okay, now you can't crowd a gathering and be threatening. So that's how they got to break them down, yeah. That's how they got to running on the Black Panther Party, yeah, because they went back to their law books and do that. Anyway, let's not get into that. Go read a book. Start reading all these fiction and the fantasy bullshit. You know what I mean? Go study real shit and know what kind of world you're living in and the kind of people you're dealing with. Some of you watching this might not even give a shit what I'm talking about. Some of you might not understand I'm speaking too fast. If I'm speaking too fast, just slow down it. You go over there, press that button, that look like a sprocket. In the right hand side, you click and then you adjust the speed. Yeah, because I speak quite fast because it's my brain is going, and I can't be talking so slowly and saying, yeah, I can't do that. It's just too, it's just like, it's like putting a, what's that animal? You ever seen those people with birds? Yeah, and they put them on their hand and have a string tied to them and a thing over their eyes, and then they walk about with that, say, oh yeah, this is my pet bird, and and then when they're ready, they let the be able to fly, because these birds want to fly on their own, but their eyes are covered and they can't see, and there's this wire or string tied on them to anchor them down so they can't jump and leap and fly their wings. Yeah, that's how they want us to be. That's how they want the world to be, while they lead them astray. Before I go, I'm going to tell about the final battle. The First World War was between God and the angels, and Lucifer and his angels, or his dark angels, soon to be dark angels. That was the first world war, or war of the worlds, or for the worlds. Lucifer wanted to be the light of the kingdom. The child wanted to be the father. The father said, "No, little boy, no, little boy." So our father beat him, and my brothers them beat the other one them. They beat them up badly, and them cast them down here to this planet called Earth. They lose their wings, they just fall and brap. Yeah, man. Yeah, he could go out there, but he not as powerful as he was now. He's in the darkness now. He lost his light. Lucifer lost his light. So when Lucifer lost this first world war, yeah, you seen that movie War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, and there was a War of the Worlds before Tom Cruise. There was another one, the old school one. Now these are what these people do. They make stuff like this, and they kind of trying to like mock Jesus. They try to. Oh, so some of them do it too. Like they're doing it like they're trying to tell people what's going on about these demons and what's happening, but they can't tell people straight out, because if they do, then they won't be able to work in Hollywood. So they make these movies to tell you what's going on, but they kind of make it a bit jumbled up. Go and watch the movie, War of the Worlds. There's one with Tom Cruise, and there's another one from back, I don't know if it was the 50s or 60s, years ago before that one, the old school one. Watch that one, the old one. Before you watch the Tom Cruise one, watch the first one, yeah? The first War of the Worlds. Watch that one, and then watch the Tom Cruise one, yeah? But before you watch it, you need to know that that is basically about the devil, yeah? And his demons, and the fight against um um our Father, God the Father, and something like that. Yeah, it's based on that. But I don't want to talk too much about that. So, do you know who killed Tupac now? Are you going to vote next year? Because I really wish you don't go and vote. Don't vote. You don't need to vote. They force you as well. They when they find out where you live and they send you this thing and put you on the electoral thing, so they know and make you have to vote. And it's some bullshit. This is us giving them power, giving away our power to them. This voting thing is a way of giving away power. We make them rich, we suffer. We give our power to them, make them rich, and they don't help us. But you see, and this has been happening for times, and people just can't fucking see it. It's annoying. I'm only like 37, man. I'm not even old, man. And I grew up and I come and see these things because my knowledge is even though I'm 37, my knowledge is like probably 1,000, 2,000 years old, 10,000 years old. It's like, I'm yeah, I'm a bit clued up. Fuckers listen to people when we start speaking now. They say, "Oh, these people are crazy, jagged shit." It's up to you where you want to believe. I know what I know, and they know that I know that. They know that I know. They know that I know that I know I'm speaking the right, and what I'm saying is true. And obviously, I might not have the perfect accent, even though I could put on an accent, but I probably could, yeah. I probably could try to tell you about this. I got something to say. Listen to me. I want to let you know they don't love you. They don't love you. They want you to die. They don't care if you're black. They don't care if you're white. Hey, check this out. Let me put on some. Let me make my lips. Oh no. Oh, is that okay? Please don't try this at home. Are you about to know? Yeah, dude. That. Okay. Now, I hope you listen to what I say. Please don't vote next year. Please, 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 please. If you love Tupac, hashtag Tupac lives in me. If you love Tupac, hashtag me against the world, us against your world, us against you. I know you're listening. I can see you. I know you're there. You can't hide. What do you want? Yeah. Do you notice that everyone who's speaking things that you remember? Okay, see this Tupac situation. So we know who killed Tupac. Do you know? And when I say who killed him, please try not to focus on the foot soldiers, whoever squeezes triggers. Bear in mind, okay, everyone who tried to get him to go, the people that tried to get him to go to Vegas, they all were whether they knew or knew not, they were playing into that whole dragnet. It was a trap. Yeah, because this guy could have gone to see his family. This is July. I don't know where did he celebrate his birthday. It was in July. His birthday was on the 16th of June, and this is like what 2-3 weeks later. Obviously, his birthday. His birthday is the 16th of June. How many days are in June? 30 days in June. So 16 and 14 is 30. So that's 2 weeks, and June is finished. Then 1 week, and we got 30. Then we got 7 days. 7 days in June. That's 3 weeks. 8, 9. Literally 3 weeks and 2 days. This is what? 7 3 is 21, 21, 21, 22, 23. 23. And if they didn't kill him on 23, in 23 days, they would have killed him in 25 days. They would have killed him in 25 days on his 25 after X amount of years. They had this shit planned, you know. They didn't want him to go back to the safety before they kill him. So you could talk about Zip. You could talk about Orlando Anderson. You could talk about P. Diddy. You could talk about you could start blaming Suge Knight. You could start blaming who's that guy? Whoever was in the car. You could start blaming the Las Vegas PD. You want to blame. Put the blame on what's that man there? David Kenner. These are all demons, man. But these demons are low-level demons. You understand? They're low-level demons. They're like what you call a servant or a soldier or a messenger. You know what I mean? They got to answer to someone, don't they? But they're allowed to do their little work. You know what I mean? When they call them to do the bidding, they just got to do the bidding. You have to remember with Tupac start carrying the name Shakur. Shakur. Hey, yo. No, you come in. Yeah, I'm just making a video there.
Oh, you're making a video?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, do you want me to leave you? And then
no, it's good because I'm gonna take I need to end it before I lose all of it.
Can you get?
So anyway, I'm gonna come to part 2. Check back in. Yeah, I'm gonna stop edit this one. It's been an hour. We get back to it. Yeah, but the elite in the United States, the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the devils, they killed Tupac, yeah? And that's all you need to know. Yeah, everyone else be in the streets of those foot soldiers. They're doing a bit of the devil. Tune in for part 2, ever ending this, yeah? Boom, bang, bang, bang. Okay, end this stream. How much you have? Okay. Yeah, we could take a walk over the